Today I want to show you a really big opportunity that we're having right now, because for the most part the opportunity on Bitcoin to make life-changing money is already gone, and I know a lot of you guys cannot afford to buy a full Bitcoin. So today I want to show you other opportunities that we can take advantage of while Bitcoin is going sideways and potentially having here a smaller correction over the next 48 hours. Let me show you what I have found here today, because we have not a lot of time. I have to run to be somewhere else. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, you like this video, and also activate the bell. And let's directly dive into it here. We start as usual off here with Bitcoin. So what we can see here on this 30 minutes chart, I think we are still in that trade that I gave. I think yesterday was when I gave that trade. Yeah, so technically we have not hit the stop loss yet, but we got really close to it. Here we can see right now a small correction. You know, we are fighting with the $72,000 level to stay above it already since this morning, basically. So, but we have also a nice consolidation phase in that area here. So I'm not too concerned about this until we lose this consolidation zone here. So if Bitcoin drops out of it, most likely we go back to the golden ratio here. But even though that setup would be invalidated, I'm going to long once again from that golden ratio down here on the 30 minutes chart. So here on the weekly chart, however, we have finally confirmed broken above the all-time high, the prior all-time high, and also retested it for the time being. So here things looking really bullish for continuation to the upside. I wanted to show you actually another chart, but I was not able to pull it up. So we have to live with this one here. And what I'm telling you, from here onwards, we should have around another 2 to 3 weeks before Bitcoin doubles in price. Every time when Bitcoin broke the prior all-time high, 3 to 4 weeks later, Bitcoin doubled in price, which is crazy. So imagine Bitcoin at almost $150,000, 144, yeah, that would be $144,000 right now for Bitcoin if we would repeat that. So which is kind of insane if you think about it. When we are going to liquidation levels, we saw we got really close here now to liquidate here some shorts at $73,800, but just here above $73,450, we got actually a bigger rejection to the downside, and I might have an idea where this is coming from, and I'm gonna show it to you in a second. So because you see this was just here recently in this 4-hourly candle where we were about to liquidate this. So what we could potentially see here today is a move here to the downside back to like $70,000 in the worst case scenario for me, liquidate here the over leveraged longs and bounce from there back to the upside and move then way higher. And I know also a lot of people on Twitter anticipating this right now, that we would see something like this playing out here. And it would be also not that unhealthy for Bitcoin after such a rally to see here a small dip and then continuation to the upside. Here on the 1-hourly chart, that was the setup that I gave a while back already. So here again, we did not hit the stop loss down here. We are still in this trade. We got really close to the take profit point here at $74,000. So if you're in that trade, I would stay in this trade until we are losing here this upward sloping trend line. Lose that trend line and I would cut this trade. So, or what you can also do is just put your stop loss here. What price is this? This is $71,326. If we lose that low, then most likely we correct a little bit lower. So that's how I would play this right now. But I can also tell you here the RSI is pointing to the downside while price action. Oh, so we have here. Oh, no, we don't. So we have here a hidden bullish divergence right now because RSI is going down. Price is going up. So there we should see a reaction soon to the upside. Potentially this was the reaction, but we failed to do so. But I expect still that over the next couple hours, potentially tomorrow, we are a little bit higher than where we are now. Here, this is the wrong chart. So when we are going then here to the heat map for liquidations, let's see what's happening here on a 3-day scale right now. So here you see we have tried to liquidate here a key level of $73,500 where we have a lot of liquidity concentrated when it comes to short liquidations, but we're not able to tap this. But they're sitting $220 million more or less up there, and to the downside it would be also 220. So there is some fighting going on between upside and downside here for Bitcoin right now. If I would be not in a trade already, guys, I would wait to see now a directional move for Bitcoin. So here that we lose the daily open is also not a good sign. If we would close a daily candle below that, or even a 4-hourly candle below, that would be a really, really bearish sign in my opinion. As long as we are holding above the daily open, so we have here on the 4-hourly chart still over 1 hour left before we actually would lose that convincingly. I would wait. If you're not in a trade yet, wait for the Monday high to be broken from yesterday. He had $72,900. That's what you want to wait for, with at least a 1 hourly close above that. You see here we were not able to close the hourly candle above that. Once we're closing an hourly candle above that, you can enter that trade. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade anywhere, trade with me together on BYBIT. I'm gonna show you my positions on BYBIT in a moment also. Use that link here below for that, or on Margex, where I basically act as a fund manager of your funds by executing trades. That is working amazingly the last couple of days, so you should definitely check this out. And if you cannot use BYBIT, use BITGET or Phemex. And if you want conventional copy trading, then just follow me on FAIRDESK. There you also get the highest bonus in the industry, $120,000 absolutely for free, for using the link below here. So, and look here at Margex here. So this position is running a little bit in a loss right now, but we had the same situation with the trade that I made before, so I'm not really concerned about this. So if I go here to copy trading, my strategies, you're gonna see still up here 17.17%, but overall it's over 50, you know. So let me see here, can I see this? So I'm still, I think, on the 18th place or something, or did I move up? No, I was this morning on the 18th place. So, but it's fine, you know, so I don't really care. Okay, no, I'm 22nd. I don't really care about this so much. So, but this is absolutely fine. So now when we're going to look at my BYBIT trades, let me find the tab for it. So you see most of my positions here are massively in profit. You know, here INJ 372%, Rune 600%, Solana 144%, and I have of course also some positions that are running in a small loss here right now. And you see I did not use a lot of money for these trades. You know, here $1,200 to make $4,600, $1,600 to make $10,000, $3,000 for $4,300, and so on. And I have opened across all my exchange accounts. So on every single exchange I'm trading, I have opened a WIF trade, a meme coin trade. Let me explain you why I did this. There are rumors that Coinbase is receiving WIF right now for a potential Coinbase listing. So I want to be part of that potential speculation that they are listing it and open a trade because of it. So because if they're going to list it in a week or two, I can hold this a week or two. I don't care. I don't have a liquidation price. If they're listing it in a week or two, this will go maybe 5 to 10x on the launch day, you know, when they're listing on Coinbase. So and exactly for that reason, I placed here a WIF trade. So if this goes to $5, I will make here $27,000 more or less on that trade. You know, so maybe I will even raise it if I see that it goes completely bananas and goes like straight to $4 and then tries to go higher. So, but you did not tune in today to talk about a meme coin or about Bitcoin. First, let's talk about Ethereum before we move on here. Ethereum has also now struggled again today to break above the Monday high here of $4,090. And it's now coming down here a little bit. For me, I don't see any problem with that, as long as we are holding this green line here, $3,950 more or less. That is a support line that I would like to see that we are holding, especially because that also marks the bottom of the of this volume traded area here. and the top of this area here. So I would like to see from there a strong reaction with a bounce back to the upside, at least to like $4,060, something like this. The stochastic is still pointing down, but I think on the 1 hourly we are ready to bounce. Here also we could go a little bit lower. But I think overall over the next coming hours, we're going to see price action also bouncing here back to the upside. And my next target on Ethereum is $4,600. Here the Fibonacci extension level, the 1.618. That is my next target, guys. You know, over the last couple of months, 3-4 months or so, we were highly accurate with all our targets. This is no different, you know. So if you're looking for an entry, if you're not in a trade already, then use that green line as an entry, $3,950, and your stop loss is here, this wick of that green candle at $3,827, $31 more or less. So if you would do that, so you have then a stop loss of 3%, but you have upside of almost 17%. So use your 10x leverage. That's more than enough on that specific trade here. And also here you see a macro target on the weekly chart for Ethereum on the way to that Fibonacci extension level, or let's say the first all-time high for Ethereum in the last bull run of $4,382. There I also expect some sort of a reaction when we get there. I don't think that we are blasting through this to the upside. I expect some sort of a reaction there. First, we need to close here this weekly candle above $3,967 convincingly, so that we can start ranging in that area here to break that level and go into a new all-time high. And trust me, if we break $4,382, the all-time high will be imminent for Ethereum at that point. But again, that is not why you came here. You came here today that I show you some coins that have a huge opportunity right now. And I can tell you one of them actually broke already out. I was not able to give it to you guys. It is one of the big positions that I have on BYBIT right now. I'm really sorry about that. But we're going to talk about this. So I had a look here today on the RSI heat map on the 4-hourly chart to have a look which coins are here weak or oversold that we should have a look at to potentially trade. So one of them went now already to overbought, you know, so, but yeah, it went also crazy up today, so I can understand that. But regardless, there's still also a potential opportunity to trade this. And let me show you. One of the coins is ETHEREUM. ETHEREUM is here in a really long consolidation phase already since we hit $2.40. That was on the 12th of January. So since the 12th of January, we did not come back to $2.40, which tells me so that is a 20% move to the upside. There might be coming really soon a nice move here for ETHEREUM, because on the weekly we should be, yeah, we are getting closer to the bottom. On 12 hours we are at the bottom already. So here in the next 2 days I definitely expect here a bounce to the upside, hence why I have here that buy zone area. And why do I have there this buy zone area? Let me explain it to you guys. I have here buy zone area because when we came up here, it was resistance. Then we broke it to the upside. We came back down. We broke it again. Then it turned into resistance all the way down here until we broke it again. And then we came back here again. So that is a really crucial historical area for ETHEREUM to trade in. And every time when we dip into this, you should be buying and DCAing into your ETHEREUM position and add to it. Because I believe here with the upward sloping trend line and the downward sloping resistance line, once this is breaking out here out of that triangle, it will be a really violent move here and could go like in one day, make a 20% move here to the upside. So I would definitely keep an eye on that. So if you want to use leverage on this, then I would wait for $2 to be broken and trade this. The first target would be at $2.25-ish. So that is already like a 12% move. And here I would be looking at if we are breaking through this or if we get another rejection and have a tight stop loss. So either you put your take profit point here, or you have a tight stop loss to basically not lose all the profit again, you know. So if that trade turns on you, if it breaks out and goes higher, you let it run, you know. So otherwise you have a tight stop loss down here, or you take your profit already here and then look potentially to re-entering this if it retests, if it breaks out and goes higher. But of course, this is not the only level that I'm looking at. I have one, I think here on the weekly. Or did I pull this wrong? Where is, there we go. So the opportunity here with ETHEREUM is $3.43. That is the 1.618. But ETHEREUM needs to break out of that triangle that we are seeing here. So once it's breaking out of it and is going past its all-time high from January, this will run here to $3.63, $3.49. So I'm starting to build here a swing position for that already. I might take some profits off my INJ trade and will put that money into ETHEREUM for that specific target, because this is a 75% move here to the upside. So if I trade this with 10x again, this is 750% right there, you know. So that's 7.5 times the money that I put into this trade. So now imagine I put in there $5,000. So this is almost $40,000 that I can make on that specific trade. The next one is Optimism. Also, Optimism is trading here in a bull flag right now on the 12-hourly chart. Indicators telling me we are about to bottom out here because stochastic is down, RSI is like neutral, and MACD is slightly starting to turn around, but still you cannot really mark out that selling pressure is fading out here, you know. So I'm waiting for that. So the bull flag target is almost $6, is $5.91. And the next target that I'm eyeing at is here, again, the golden ratio, $7.66 to $7.81. That is the target that I have in mind. If we would fall back down here into these previous resistance levels, here I would also start to accumulate on spot, not on leverage. And also if we would come back into that area here, like $2.73, what is that, $3.30, I don't believe that we come back down there, but I would put some stink bits, you know. So if you don't know what this is, stink bits is orders that you believe they will not get filled at any point, you know. So you just basically put them there just in case that it happens, you know. So and if we get a major shakeout, it's actually going to happen and you will get filled then on that move to the downside. So that's what I also do. I'm gonna put some stink bits in there for spot and for leverage. And here I will accumulate more on spot if we drop into this. Otherwise, I wait for the breakout of that bull flag to enter a long trade on Optimism. Then Lido. Lido also did not move for a long time here already into new highs. So if you look here, that was also 11th of January, 10th of January. He had $4.05. Since then, we have not seen $4.05. And we are trading for a really long time here under this downward sloping resistance line without continuation move to the upside as we did here in the past, you know, like here and also here, that big one, you know. So we did not see something like this here again. So, but once we are breaking this downward sloping resistance line, I think it will be really quick that we are moving up here, because it's also just under the golden ratio. And I think that might be right now the problem for INJ, that it needs to find enough strength to not only break this downward sloping resistance line, but also break into the golden ratio and potentially above that. And only then we're going to see it rallying again, you know. So, but again, here I also can definitely see something like a 10, 15, 20% move in a single day where it breaks out and just goes back to the prior all-time high and potentially moves then higher. And also here, the next target to the upside is roughly $5 that I'm looking at. So I have a trade running already on INJ. I will keep that trade until at least LDO. So I'm gonna keep my Lido trade at least up here to like $5. That I'm trading is DYDX. And here's a massive opportunity, guys. Once we are clearing this resistance area here in red, there's basically nothing stopping DYDX to move almost 300% to the upside. So now you put 10x leverage on that, you're looking at a 3000% trade to the upside here. So there is one level in between that we could hit and get resistance from, but this is the only one, $7.15. And afterwards there is not really a lot, you know, so not a lot of concern. So here it's more than enough if you trade this on spot, guys. You know, you don't have to trade this on leverage. It's more than enough if you trade this on spot. If you want to leverage that, then here again, wait for a break of $4.38, more or less. I would not open a long position before if you are not already in it, you know. So I opened a long position a long time ago on DYDX. I think down here somewhere, you know, so I'm fine, you know, so I'm fine. So, but otherwise I would wait to open here long position, but the initial target will be here $16.45 at the Fibonacci extension level. And then you see here, this can go back to the prior all-time high of $25. And afterwards, it's 42, 66, and 91. But we are talking about this when we are getting there, not now, not now. And then the other one was INJ. So you see INJ pumped here already like crazy. There was a range that INJ was actually trapped in. I want to show it to you guys quick. So here, that was kind of the range that INJ was respecting now for quite a while. So here you see that was basically the range, and now we have broken that range. So what does that mean? We went already past the prior all-time high. We have here a big W pattern. So, and now we actually broke also the 2.618. So I have to get here to the 3.618 and the 4.618 and change the colors, because otherwise we don't have any colors. Come on here. So almost $53, and afterwards it would be $57. So I have the feeling that I have to pull this again. This might be not accurate anymore. Yeah, no. Let's go from the all-time low to the all-time high. Correct overview here. So here the next target would be $74.76. That's where I'm trading this to. So I'm trading this potentially into $100. Now that we have such a violent break, I would not enter this right now. So because it's just too violent, you know. We moved up here. I don't know how much did we move up here in one single candle. 14% in the last 4 hours. So that is way too much, guys, to enter this right now. What you should do is you should wait for potential retracement at least to like $47, something like this. And there you can enter this on the bounce and then trade this into the next golden ratio. So guys, you have to understand these are swing trades, but they are highly, highly profitable, and they are already outperforming Bitcoin today. You know, so why would you want to be in Bitcoin if you have life-changing money here directly in front of you? And I'm gonna bring you way, way more from this also in the future. So another coin that I wanted to talk about is Sui. I have also a position in Sui right now, and I'm really, really pissed with Sui because it's not moving at all. But it's because it's here in this broadening falling wedge here. We have here a resistance line at $1.56. So this is now a resistance line. It was support earlier still. Once we're flipping here above $1.56 and close a 4-hourly candle above that, I would long this. And where would I be longing this to? To at least $2. So that's the initial target here. And then over the next couple of days, I will update that target for Sui. So just that you are aware of that. So another one that I'm looking at is here Solana. Remember, I gave you here that bull flag the other day, and now you see it's actually breaking out. And the target is here all the way up to $191. The only thing that stands in the way for Solana to get there is here again the golden ratio at $169. Once we are above that, you're also going to see Solana run really, really quick, potentially into a new all-time high. Maybe there's some resistance around the $200 level, because we should remember, you know, so these round numbers is something that psychologically always take a little bit to break through, you know, so when we have big numbers like this. So but once we are through $200, Solana will move really quickly also into new all-time high here. And that's basically it for today's episode, guys. Let me know if you want some other coins, but guys, forget these Dino coins, you know, so don't come with like XRP, Cardano, or whatever. Let me know about some other coins that you would like me to talk about. And of course, don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again in the next one.